Hello students, welcome back to my channel. Today my discussion topic is about general characters of Euglena. Euglena is also representative of subkingdom Protozoa under phylum Sarcomastigophora, subphylum Phytomastigophora. Its genus is Euglena, and species we are going to discuss here about Euglena viridis under Protozoa. Euglena is also Protozoa. Euglena, here we are going to discuss about external characters of Euglena viridis. Euglena viridis. There are more than 150 species of Euglena, of which Indian species are Euglena viridis, Euglena agilis, Euglena argentalis, Euglena gracilis. These are all very common, and among all these Indian species, Euglena viridis is more abundant and typical. And here in my class, our discussion will be limited to Euglena viridis. Euglena viridis is elongated, spindle-shaped body, they have a broad anterior end, I am not going to write all of these points. Narrow posterior end, a wider middle part, and a wider middle part is 40 to 60 micron in length. 40 to 60 micron in length and 14 to 20 micron in breadth at the wider area, and this breadth as a wide area, mid-wide area. Let's draw a cute structure of Euglena. The most remarkable presence of Euglena, which first of all you should have noticed, that is a presence of flagellum. Flagellum is its locomotory organ of a single flagellum. Presence of a single flagellum. First point of its description, that will be pellicle. This one is pellicle. Point number 1, pellicle. So what is pellicle? The body of Euglena is covered by a cuticular periplast or pellicle, which lies beneath the plasma membrane. Body is provided with oblique and parallel striations over around. These striations are known as myonymy. These are the striations. And these striations are called myonymy. Some pellicle is made up of outer epicuticle and inner cuticle, and of these epicuticle is continuous with the cytopharynx. The pellicle is composed of fibrous protein only. The pellicle is composed of fibrous protein only. The pellicle, what is the function of this pellicle? It maintains the shape of the body of Euglena. Under electron microscope, if we were going to see it under electron microscope, pellicle is seen to be composed of helically arranged strips. The next point is cytopharynx. This is cytopharynx. cytopharynx. So what is cytopharynx? At the anterior end of the body of Euglena, a cup-shaped structure is there, is known as cytopharynx, whose outer opening is known as cytostome. So which one is cytostome? The outer opening. This outer opening is known as cytostome. Got it? The cytopharynx or gullet joins posteriorly with a large reservoir with a large spherical vesicle known as reservoir. Reservoir or flagellar sac. Reservoir or flagellar sac. Gullet and cytostome not used for intake of food, but reservoir fluid is discharged through this passage. Comes to the next point, contractile vacuole. Contractile vacuole. A large contractile vacuole is situated near the base of the reservoir. Contractile vacuole is situated near the base of the reservoir, surrounded by many small contractile vesicles. These are small contractile vesicles. Contractile vesicles. These are contractile vesicles, and those vacuoles fuse to form large vacuoles. Discharges excess water and some metabolic wastes to the reservoir from which it is discharged outside. In this respect, contractile vacuole acts as an excretory as well as osmoregulatory in function. So, what is the function of this contractile vacuole? Excretory as well as osmoregulatory in function. The next point is stigma. Here, stigma. So what is stigma? Very close to the reservoir, near the inner end of gullet. Gullet is the another name of cytopharynx. Gullet is the another name of cytopharynx. Okay. There is a red spot. This one is a red spot. So let's make red spot. The red spot. Stigma is red spot. Okay. Stigma is red spot, which is known as eye spot or stigma. It is eye spot. Eye spot. Eye spot contains a carotenoid pigment. These pigment are red granules of hematochrome, stains blue with iodine. Stigma is a cup-shaped structure, a colorless mass of oil droplets. These oil droplets acts as lens and show the stigma. This is a light sensitive organ. Light sensitive organ. Photoreceptor paraflagellar body is situated at the base of the flagellar root. The next point is flagella, which I have drawn here first. Flagella. Let's discuss about flagellum. What is flagellum? Flagella is locomotory organ of Euglena. We will discuss about the locomotion in Euglena. The detailed structure of this flagellum will be discussed there in my next class, most probably. The detailed structure of flagellum will be discussed with that topic. Next point is cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is divided into thin, clear, non-granular ectoplasm and granular endoplasm, which is fluid-like. Endoplasm contains nucleus, phylum bodies, chloroplasts, etc. Chloroplasts This one is endosome. This one is nucleus, and these dotted chromatin granules. This is all about the detailed pointed diagram of Euglena viridis. This is the nucleus as I have described right now. This one is the nucleus, paramylum bodies, these are chloroplasts. Next point is nucleus. Nucleus of Euglena is round, vesicular and lies near the center or towards the posterior end of the body of Euglena. The nucleus is surrounded by a distinct nuclear membrane. Nucleus has a distinct endosome or nucleus or karyosome. In the space between nuclear membrane and karyosome, there are many chromatin granule. Nucleoplasm is large. The next point is chromatophores. There are many band-like elongated structure known as chromatophores. Chromatophores contain band-like. These are the band-like structure. Chromatophore contain chlorophyll A and B with beta carotene, and hence they are known as chloroplasts, and for this Euglena appears greenish in color. Chloroplasts are arranged in a stellar fashion. The central part of the chloroplast is known as pyrenophore, which is enclosed by a pyrenoid. Beside these, a pair of paramylum bodies surround the pyrenoid in a semicircular fashion. Paramylum are starch. These paramylum bodies are starch granules. In the stroma or matrix, there are thylakoids. Paramylum bodies are scattered throughout the cytoplasm as refractile bodies. These are stored food and a product of photosynthesis. Very common freshwater flagella found in freshwater ponds, ditches, pools, etc. Euglena are found in abundance where organic material and considerable amount of vegetations are found. Sometimes the pond water looks like green, and sometimes green film of scum is found on the surface of pond water due to presence of enormous amount of Euglena. It's all about Euglena, its habit and habitat, and detailed general structure with pointed diagram.